welcome back to my channel. My name is Hilly and this is Nails by Hilly. In today's video we are going to be doing a collab with the Nail Life. I'll leave a little picture on the side here, and it is an Alice in Wonderland theme collab. So I've used Melody Susie's White, I'm using Madame Glam's Milky Way and Timeless Beige in Blue Jay. Now I have done 2 coats on some of the nails, one on some of the others. I'm also going to be using the stamping plate for it, and then I've got a load of other things, but for the most part I will leave you to watch, and I will just pop in here and there as I don't know, yeah. It's one of them videos where it's just all over the place, but basically the theme for these nails is Alice in Wonderland, and I really did try to do the best that I could. It didn't quite come as I planned it, but I do like them. They are lovely, and I will be using a mixture of products. So I've obviously used Madame Glam so far, and then I've used a Melody Susie, and here I'm using Born Pretty stamping polishes, and eventually I will be using some 3D sculpting thingies, clay things, the mouldy stuff, but I will for the most part leave you to sit and watch, because it can just get boring talking and what have you. So I will leave you to a watch, and if I feel the need to pop in I will. So enjoy. So for most of that lot, I'm literally just doing the base for what I need, and now I'm just going in with some base coat. This is the Madam Glam base coat, and I'm going in with Nail Sugar's, it's called Rainy Day. So it's basically a mix of clouds and raindrops, and I'm just taking some of them clouds and using it as a background, just sticking them where I want it. I'll cure it, and then I'm going to use the Cody's clear builder gel to encapsulate them glitters basically, and make it a lot less bumpy and lumpy, you know, because you know what glitter can be like when it's not flat on the nail and it will get in the way. So this is the fun part and took me ages to do. So I'm just taking some of the clay, so it's like carving gel stuff, putty paste, no, clay, we're going with clay, and I'm literally just mixing the blue and the white together, mostly white, to just get the right shade of blue that I want. And then I'm going to do the same with some yellow. I just want to make it a little bit lighter. So as you can probably tell from the thumbnail, I am going to be, oh excuse me, sculpting Alice. And by geez, this took some doing, that is for sure. But I've tried my best to keep it like slow enough that you can see, but a little bit quick, so it's not too slow and it's not a long video, because it would have been a long video if I'd left it in a lot slower than I have done. I've not sped it up extremely, but it is sped up enough. But I'm just literally yeah, as it is, just doing it. I did make a few boo-boos here and there. Well, not so, I did things the wrong way round, really, in some places. So it didn't quite turn out how I wanted it, which you may notice later into the video. And yeah, so this is where I'm just doing the dress part, and I'm just making some little creases for it, and then just faff about for I don't know how long I faffed. I really don't. But I'll talk more about this collab now whilst you watch me craft little Alice. It is a collab that is being done with a Facebook group called The Nail Life, and a load of us ladies are doing the exact same theme. Obviously all designs are going to be different, but we're doing the same theme, which is Alice in Wonderland. And some I haven't seen any. The videos are going to go up today, which is the 2nd of April. Obviously we've all pre-recorded, so yeah, but I can't remember how many there are of us that are doing it, but there will be a playlist which I will pin down in the comments. It would be the comments or description box, but probably the comments, of every lady that has participated in this collab. And yeah, like I say, as I'm doing this voiceover, which is the day before, as far as I'm aware, there is only one in the list, but there will be more before this goes up, after I've done this voiceover. So here we are, just doing the head now for Alice, and honestly, took me ages to do all of this. But I will leave you to sit and watch, and I will jump back in as and when, alright? So enjoy. So here I'm doing the outline, and what I'm basically saying here is, as I was doing this, my phone died. So I am missing a bit of footage where I did do this penny fold thingy, whatever you want to call it, the apron type thing. So I do apologise about that. I hadn't realised my phone had died on me. And here I'm just going to do her hair, and self-explanatory. So what I'll do is, once again, I'll let you finish watching and then I'll jump back in when I need to. Now here is Miss Alice all completed. I done matte and shiny for her in places, as you can see. So here she is, all lovely and done. She's not great, but she's what I can come up with. So now I'm going to work on the other nails. So I'm going to take this blue sky green colour, and my idea, this attempt took me twice. I did this twice. Second time I was like, no, that's it, I've had it. And I'm going to put some 3D roses on here. So I'm literally just going to take Madam Glam, one of my liner brushes, and I'm literally just going to swooshy some lines on to make it look like, not vines, but stems, that's the word. But I'm going to have it all over the place, like a bush, basically. Like a bush. And then I will cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Like I say, I'm using a mixture of things. I will try my best to put all products down below, but it may not be there straight away when you're watching this video. And I'm going to take this Saviland rhinestone glue, that's the word. I like this stuff. It doesn't slip and slide everywhere like I found some that do, where they just go meow off the nail. So I'm taking some of the red ones and the white ones and putting them on the nail, and then I put a couple of hearts on there as well, which you'll see me do now. It's just, I don't know, it seemed like I needed to fill in the gaps, and I didn't have any smaller roses or red or white roses to put there, so I thought I'll just put some hearts on there. It'll look alright. And then another one up here because I didn't like the gap, and then I'm just going to fiddle and faff for a little while till I'm happy, and then we'll pop it in the lamp and cure for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to take some of this Legacy from Madam Glam, and I am going to paint the roses red, basically, as it is in the film. But I'm only going to like do half of it so you can tell that it's been painted. So in the part of the film we're painting the roses red, and that is literally what that bit is all about. And probably a little bit of the nail underneath because I'm sloppy. But hey, we all have our ways. But it's the best way of making it look painted, to be sloppy. So now I'm going to take some of M's Nail Art Ruby Crush, and I'm just going to put some base coat on this one as well. And I'm just going to dot some of that glitter. I'm not going to put it loads on. Well, I suppose to some it probably is loads, but I'm not going to like cover. I'm just going to put bits here and there. And it wasn't the idea that I had for the Queen of Hearts. I did want to sculpt her, but it took me long enough to do Alice, and after doing Alice I was like, no, I don't want to, so I didn't. So instead I came up with this, which is a little rose at the top, some glitter on it, and then the next part, which will be up in just a few seconds once I have cured. Oh no, maybe not. I'm going to put a bit of glitter. So this is a Urban Graffiti by BearyQnails. I think it was Rockstar something, I can't remember now. And I'm just gonna put a bit of sparkle on there, basically. Not overdoing it, but just enough that it's visible. And then I'm gonna cure that for 60 seconds. And then I'm gonna show you, yep, so there's a sparkle, that was on the roses one. So obviously you've got Queen of Hearts and then obviously the red roses, so that's what that was. Then again we're going to go in with Cody's, and I am waffling on as usual. And this is where the next part comes into it. So we are going to do a Queen of Hearts oh no, we're going to do a heart symbol, because she is the Queen of Hearts, obviously. And then I'm going to take that Queen, the Q symbol with the heart on it. So again, obvious, Queen of Hearts. And then I believe I jump on two. Yep, we're going to go to jump on this one. And I'm using these two for just a bit of sparkle, because who doesn't like sparkle in their life? Glitter, glitter. And base coat again. Gotta love the base coat. And I do cure this because I am going to do... No, I don't. Do I? Yes, I do. Sorry. I'm going to put that M's Fairy Dust on there. I'm going to burnish that into the tacky layer. And then I'm going to put a bit more base coat on after that, so we can stick the other glitter on there whilst it's wet. I don't know why I didn't do it before, but it was one of those, I have an idea in mind, then I make it up as I go along after that. And the same with this now. Once I finished it, my idea was to do the white rabbit. However, once I'd done Alice, I didn't feel like doing the white rabbit or the Queen of Hearts. But I thought I'll come up with elements of them. So now, once this is cured, I am going to do this. So I made this, it's basically a pocket watch, because the white rabbit has a pocket watch, which he's always checking. So I made the pocket watch for that. It's a 3D element that I've sculpted. I haven't drawn the clock part myself, but I have done everything else with bits and bobs and put it all together. So I am going to let you finish off watching, and then when it comes to, I believe, the next nail, I will jump back in and I will tell you what that one is all about. So for this now, I have sculpted, once again, all done by myself, a couple of teacups with tea or coffee, whichever, and a teapot. That's the one, teapot. So this is basically going to be a tea party, Mad Hatter's tea party. Is it tea party? Yeah, I think it is. Anyway, yeah. So just basically now I'm just gluing them on. I did all of the sculpting to this off camera because it was time and recording time, and when there's kids about, it's very hard to do. If you'd watched my live that I did a couple of nights ago, you'll understand. When he's about, he has to be there. So it was one of those, I'll do all these little bits and then I'll explain it. And then I'm not sure why I did this, but I basically put little raindrops on there. Why, I'm not entirely sure, but I just thought, why not? Adds to it, doesn't it? Because it's an open tea party, so it could rain at any time, I guess, or drips from the teapot. I don't know. I just went with it. And then after this, I am going to stick on those little cupcake thingies, because I don't really have a lot of food stuff. So now I'm going to go in with the base, the velvet matte and the no wipe top coat, and I'm going to have elements of both matte and shiny in all these nails, which I believe I think this is a shiny one. I did matte base on the Queen of Heart nails, but I am going to make some of it shiny, so I did all of it off camera. So this is the set all finished. I do hope it's lovely and you like it. I quite like it. I'm impressed. It could have been better. But yeah, so do go check out the Nail Life on Facebook. They are a lovely group, and thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!